Yo, what's up, YouTube? We are back. We got UFC 299 this weekend. O'Malley versus Vera 2. Pretty excited about this card. I think this is definitely the best card so far this year by a good margin. And I'm excited to see what we can get right this weekend. Let's go. Let's go. We have currently not gotten the main event right yet, but we've been doing really well with all of our other picks throughout this year. I just want to get that main event right. So let's start from the very bottom of the card. All right. O'Malley versus Vera 2. Hell yeah. Let's get this. All right. We're starting off with Joanne Wood versus Marina Moroz. This is a tough one. A lot of people have been back and forth on this. I think Marina Moroz is going to win the fight. I think Joanne Wood is just getting a little bit too old for the flyweight division. And she has said that she's going to retire no matter what after this fight. So, that just kind of makes me think, where's her headspace at really for this matchup? I think Marina Moroz is the hungrier fighter. I think she gets the win in this one. I'm choosing Marina Moroz, but I wouldn't put too much stock into this fight specifically. Moving forward, CJ Vergara versus Asu Almabayev. Now, when I first was looking at this, I was thinking, man, I've seen a lot of CJ Vergara fights, and he's always looking all right out there. And I've only seen Asu Almabayev fight once, and he looked okay. But even with that said, I'm going with Asu on this one. I think the grappling is just going to be too much for Vergara. He's shown a weakness for takedown defense, and I think Asu gets enough takedowns. I do think that this goes the distance. I think that Vergara is tough. I think that Asu is just going to win with probably some ground time control, and we'll see. We'll see. He might even throw some submission attempts. Maybe Vergara does get subbed, but I would say Asu Almabayev by points or submission maybe is probably the way to go here. Try to get that number down a little bit. The odds are -375 plus 295. So if you were to do the submission points, you can maybe get that down a little bit. But moving forward, we got Robelis de Spain versus Josh Parisian. Man, I can't believe they don't have a picture for Robelis. I really want you guys to see this monster of a human being. I'm picking Robelis to win this. I think that Robelis is really good. This is a Taekwondo Olympic bronze medalist, I'm pretty sure, which bronze isn't gold, but it's still pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? He did Taekwondo at the highest level. Amazing striking. Look at the reach advantage. 87-inch reach to a 79-inch reach. That's a good 8-inch advantage there. He's a lot taller, so that could give Josh issues on being able to keep him down maybe. I don't know. I feel like Robelis is probably going to knock him out in the first few exchanges. But if Josh does get him down, I don't know if Josh has the finishing, the grappling finishing capability to win this fight. 13% of his wins have came by sub. Most of the time it's by KO. And Robelis, if Josh stands in the pocket and fights with Robelis de Spain's gonna knock Josh's head off. That's what I think. I'm going with Robelis de Spain by KO. Probably get the odds. Let's see what the odds are. The odds are -340 for Robelis de Spain. He is a huge favorite in this one. I'm not getting the odds for him by KO, but I'm sure that they're pretty high. But I think that's the way to go. Robelis by KO. Moving forward, we got Michel Pereira versus Mikhail Olegzaychik. I think I said that right. I've heard so many people pronounce his name right, so I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting good at this. Let's go. Man, Michel Pereira has so many fights. Holy shit. 28 plus 11, dude. Holy shit. It's 39, 40, 41 professional fights for Michel Pereira. How old is Michel Pereira? Hold on. There's no way. Has he been fighting since Like, birth? What is going on? He's not that old. That's crazy. He's only 30. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Michelle Piera in this fight, but this is a tough one too. This is really tough. The odds are real close. Michelle is a slight favorite, minus 148, plus 124 for Mikhail Olegzaychuk. I think Michelle Piera fights this one kind of safe. I feel like if Michelle Piera can avoid the storm of Mikhail, then I feel like Piera's got this one. I'm picking him to win by decision in this fight, but it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Mikhail could maybe even finish him. Like I wouldn't mind throwing a little on Mikhail by KO, but I just don't know. I think Michelle Piera's got. I feel like he's got an okay chin. You know. Yeah, especially at 185. I like Michelle Piera at 185. If this was at a lower weight class, I would question his chin more. But I think that this is going to help him actually. I'm going for Michelle Piera by decision or KO maybe even. But I think he wins by decision in this fight. Moving to the early prelims, we got Ian Cutelaba versus Philip Lins. I don't like Felipe Lins. I just don't know. I'm leaning towards Ian Cutelaba. I actually like watching Ian Cutelaba fight. I think he's super crazy. He's a wild man out there. I think he wins this fight by KO. I think he KOs Felipe Lins. I think he's the favorite too. Let me see. Yeah, he is the slight favorite at minus 138. Felipe Lins is plus 108. I'm going for Ian Cutelaba. I think he finishes Felipe Lins. Maybe I'm sleeping on Felipe Lins, but I like Ian Cutelaba a lot. Every time I watch him fight, I'm excited. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going for him. Moving forward, I think this is the main event. I think no, this is still prelims. Hold on. Holy shit, this card is amazing. This is still prelims. Okay, so we got Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips here. It's tough. Man, there's so many fights that are so hard to predict lately. Especially in this fight. I'm going for Man, I heard something about Pedro Munoz the other day. Never been KO'd. I'm pretty sure he's not been knocked down. He doesn't take a ton of damage. He just... Kyler Phillips is pretty good. But I just don't know. I think Pedro Munoz is getting old. That's where I really worry about this fight. Like, what's the age situation here? Let's see. Tapology. I know Pedro's getting old, bro. He's like 37 at least, I feel like. Yeah, 37. Oh, man. And Kyler Phillips is 28. I feel like Kyler Phillips is going to win this fight, man. He's been training. I mean, bro, he's in the same fight camp as Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley's really good. I'm leaning towards Kyler Phillips in this one. You know, I'm going to stay away from this fight, betting-wise, but I want to pick Kyler Phillips to win this fight. I think Pedro Munoz is on the decline. I think he's about done here. He might retire if he loses this fight by finish. But I don't think Kyler finishes him. I think Kyler wins first two rounds. First round, second round close. And then Pedro could possibly come back and win the third round, but I think they'll give it to Kyler. That's what I think is going to happen. Moving forward, Mateusz Gamrot versus Rafael Dos Anjos. Mateusz Gamrot, I think, has really good grappling. I feel like the grappling is going to be way too much for Rafael dos Anjos. The odds are saying pretty much the same thing. I think Mateusz Gamrot wins by decision because Rafael dos Anjos is so tough. He's durable. But yeah, I'm going. Oh, this is at lightweight too. Rafael dos Anjos' last fight was at welterweight, I think, right? Or am I wrong? So that weight cut could be tough. Let me see. His last fight versus Vicente Luque was at welterweight. And then the fight before that was at welterweight. Yeah. I think the cut's going to be too much for Rafael dos Anjos. I got Mateusz Gamrot winning this one. He might even finish Rafael dos Anjos. It's going to be a hard pick. I'm going with decision. But, yeah. Mateusz Gamrot could possibly finish Rafael dos Anjos because of the weight cut. Moving forward, I think Mateusz Gamrot's the best pick of the night, by the way. I think that he is going to win this fight. Going forward. Caitlin. What? Hold on. I thought her last name was Chukagian. Now it's saying Sermonara. Okay, well, Caitlin versus Macy Barber. I like Macy Barber at flyweight. Yeah, I think Macy Barber is strong. I think she's going to win this one. You know, I just can't handle Caitlin when she fights. It's the yelling for me. I can't do it. He-ya. It's just too much for me. Like, why are you doing this? I don't understand. I don't know if it maybe helps, like, a little bit with the judges, you know, because they're hearing that and they're like, what's going on here? I don't know. And I think Caitlin has a tough weight cut to flyweight as well. I think Macy Barber wins this fight. She might even finish her. I'm going with KO or decision just because I don't trust Caitlin right now. I don't know if she can make it to the decision. I think Macy Barber's tough coming off that KO win against Amanda Ribas. I'm going with Macy Barber in this one. KO or decision is probably going to be really, really chalky on that one. But yeah, we'll see. I could probably get minus 150 on that. Can we get any odds? I'm not getting a lot of odds tonight, but let's see. Oh yes, we are getting odds on this one. Let's see. So Macy Barber by KO or points is minus 175. Yeah. That's crazy. Just take her at money line at that point. What the fuck? Yeah, Macy Barber at money line. Moving forward. Curtis Blades, Jailton Almeida. I'm really on the Jailton Almeida fight. Like, I like this fight a lot. I think this is going to be one of the funnest fights of the night. And it's going to really, like, answer some questions, too. Like, can Jailton Almeida handle someone who has decent wrestling? I mean, and I say decent, that kind of seems almost, like, dismissive of Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades used to have amazing wrestling. He just hasn't really utilized it much lately. He's been kind of using his hands more, which makes sense. You know, there's a lot of, like, good strikers in the heavyweight division, so you got to have good hands. I just worry about Jailton Almeida's hands. That's the thing. If Curtis can defend some takedowns, can Jailton Almeida handle it on the feet? I just don't know. I think Jailton Almeida wins this. You know, I think he pushes Curtis against the fence. I think Almeida's really strong. You know, for 236 pounds at heavyweight, I think he's really strong. I think he's probably stronger than most of the bigger guys. I mean, look at him. Like he looks strong. I think that he's going to be able to manhandle Curtis Blades. I don't know if he finishes him, though, especially the way he looked against Derek Lewis. I don't trust picking him by submission. So I would just go with Jailton Almeida at money line. You're going to get some good odds at that. It's pick 'em right now. It says minus 108. I have it at minus 113, minus 113 for both. But J. Almeida at Moneyline is definitely a really good pick here. That's probably the best bet of the night. That and Mateusz Gamrot Moneyline. Yeah. Okay, that is all the prelims. We are finally moving to the main card, man. I swear, like, these prelims could be a whole fight card in itself. Like, these prelims could be like UFC 302 or some shit. Like, I don't know. Probably not. More like a Vegas card, but still. Apex card is what I meant to say. Moving forward, we got Peter Yan versus Song Yadong. I've seen a lot of people picking Peter Yan in this one, you know, and I understand. I do think that this is primarily going to be a boxing match, but I like Song Yadong's strength here. I think that he's going to be able to maybe control Peter against the fence some. Maybe. We'll see. I think Song's stronger than Peter. I think Song wins this fight. I think it's going to be close, though. Really, really close. Probably a decision. Maybe KO. Yeah. I'm going with Song. Moneyline. Plus 114. He is an underdog. I'm picking a couple underdogs in this fight, you know. They've been on me. They've been like, yo, why haven't you been picking no underdogs in your last few fights? You know, I don't pick a lot of underdogs. But this card's different. There's a lot of close fights. And I think Song edges this one out by decision. I think it's going to be a close fight. Peter could win it, but I just don't know. I think Peter's on the decline as well. You know, I think this is one of those cards where you're going to see a lot of these guys that are on the decline. I don't think they're going to come back. I don't think this is their comeback moment. They're going against good guys. Song Yadong's good. I think he wins this. Moving forward, Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena. Now this one, I've been back and forth. You know, at first I was thinking Jack Della Maddalena maybe by a close win decision, but now going back and seeing Jack in some of his more recent fights, you know, not necessarily the Kevin Holland one, but the others, I just feel like he has an issue with people who can grapple and do takedowns and stuff. I feel like Gilbert can do it all. He can strike and he can shoot those takedowns. And seeing what Gilbert did against Neil Magny, you know, I think Gilbert has this like mythical fighter inside him, you know what I mean? And maybe we'll get to see that tonight. Mythical Gilbert Burns. I would like that. It's not tonight. I don't know why I said tonight, but Saturday night. Hopefully Gilbert Burns gets the win here. I'm not super confident on it, but I'm picking Gilbert at plus 100. I think he wins by decision. Close. Decision or submission. Submission or decision on that one. You know, but I would just take him at money line, honestly. You're getting decent odds. If you throw some of these really, really close money lines in like a 3 parlay, you're going to get really good odds. That's probably what I'm going to do. Moving forward, we got Kevin Holland versus Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page is making his UFC debut. Big Bellator guy. I would even say he's one of Bellator's superstars. Fighting Kevin Holland, arguably a UFC superstar. Super popular guy. Everybody knows Kevin Holland. You know, he has a lot of fights too. Holy shit, that's 36 professional fights. It's a lot of fights, man. I don't like the way Kevin Holland looked against JDM. You know, I think his punches were just not enough power behind them. I don't know why, you know, but if he does that against Venom Page, I just don't see it going good for him. I think Michael Venom Page wins this fight. I see it being a decision. I think MVP wins this by decision. I think if it's a close fight, the judges are going to give it to MVP because they want to build this guy up. You know, Kevin can take a loss and still be, you know, profitable. I think that MVP losing this fight is not what the UFC really wants. I think that if this is a close decision, they're going to give it to him. I'm going with MVP on this one. I think he edges it out by decision. It's going to be a tough one, though. I think that Kevin Holland's very durable, and he's going to be... This is going to be a great fight. This is going to be a great fight to watch. I'm very excited. Moving forward, we got Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. I've been hearing people calling him BSD lately. I've not heard that yet. It's got to be kind of new or something. Benoit Saint Denis versus Dustin Poirier. This is another one of those where it's like, you know, one of these guys that are kind of in a decline that's, you know, facing the young, hungry guy. I got the young, hungry guy in Benoit Saint Denis winning this. I think he KOs Dustin. This is 5 rounds. Yeah. Sadly, I think he KOs Dustin. I think Dustin's going to get a good paycheck off this and retire, but I don't want to see Dustin lose. I really want Dustin to win this fight, you know. I think that everybody's got it wrong. People are saying that it's better for business if Dustin loses. I think it's better for business if Dustin wins. Dustin's a superstar, bro. It's going to take a little bit to build up the hype for this Benoit Saint Denis guy. I know this win will definitely help, but still, I just don't know if he has the charisma, the name recognition that, you know, someone like Poirier has. If Poirier can pull off this win and they get him in another huge super fight, like, I think that's better for the UFC in my opinion. But I want Poirier to win. I think Benoit wins, and I'm pretty confident Benoit is going to win this one. Moving forward to the main event of the evening, another 5-rounder. Let's go. The bantamweight title. Sean O'Malley defending it for the first time against Marlon Chito Vera. They have fought before. It's been quite a few years. 4 years. Okay. I like Chito in the later rounds. I'm just going to say it. I don't like the way Sean looked on the stools in that Peter Yan fight. You know, I don't like the way he looked. He looked tired. He looked like he was really trying to pull out everything from his mentality to keep him in that, because he looked tired. I've never seen Chito like that. You know, I think Chito, if this goes the distance, I think Chito could really come back and surprise a lot of people. I just don't know. I don't know. I think Sean O'Malley's footwork's really good. It just depends on if that footwork can stay that good for 5 rounds. His footwork looked okay in round 3 against Peter Yan, but I don't know. I'm iffy on this one. I want Sean O'Malley to win. I do, but I'm kind of leaning towards Chito a little bit by decision. I don't know. Like, nobody finishes Chito. Chito's never been finished. Well, not recently. I mean, he might have in the past, but he hasn't recently been finished. I think that Chito... I think Chito's too slow in the beginning, though. That's the thing. I think Sean... Sean's kind of slow in the beginning, too, though. Fuck. It's tough. If Sean can get the numbers up in the first 3 rounds and have it to where Chito has to really catch back, then I think Sean can win this, but it's going to be tough. I'm picking the over. I'm picking this fight to start round 3. I think that's the best pick for this one. And if I had to choose who's going to win, if I had to, I think Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley does it. Let's go. Sean O'Malley wins this fight by KO or decision. It's going to be close. It's going to be tough. I don't think he KOs him, actually. Sean O'Malley wins this by a close decision. He's going to be tired as fuck in that 5th round. I already know. I don't think Sean wins the 5th round at all. But if he can do some good stuff in those first few, we'll see what happens. I think that's everything, guys. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment who you think's going to win. Let me know for the main event, co-main event, or any other fight, actually. Any fight that I mentioned. Let me know what you think about it. Miami, you already know it's going to be lit. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. See you next time. Peace.